Alright, hello YouTubers, it's Dark Poet again. This is the start of a video. I'm going to wind up showing you a few things. I'm probably going to go over the Infinity Trainer again, the new upgraded UI and everything. But I never did do an unboxing video for my new PC. When I got it, I had to go the only way I could, and that was through a rental place, you know, rent to own kind of place, because I just really didn't have the money to flat out buy it or to buy a customized machine, which, you know, I'd gone to CyberPower PC, I'd picked out my rig many times, added the features I wanted, took away the features I didn't, and it was about $2,000. But come to that grim realization that the only way I'm going to get one of these is to go through a rent-a-center. I've had bad luck with rent-a-centers before as far as inventory. Usually the only desktop computers you come across are the all-in-one PCs, which I think they're pretty much a glorified tablet. Because the monitor itself is fairly heavy because it contains everything: your hard drive, your DVD-ROM, your CPU, your GPU. The only thing separate is the mouse and the keyboard. I didn't like those. I didn't like the specs I was seeing with those. They seemed kind of not my thing. The other thing they do is they do the tablets and they do laptops. You don't really see many rent-a-centers that do an honest-to-God desktop, which to me, a desktop is the monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, and a mid-sized to full-sized tower. That's a desktop to me. Which, when I went to this particular rent-a-center, I'm going to leave names out because I'm not going to do any free advertising, but they had this HP Omen desktop. It came with a 27-inch screen, which is what you see in, you know, my display is a 27-inch at 1920 by 1080. The wallpaper you see for AMD Ryzen is through Wallpaper Engine, which is available on Steam. They have many different wallpapers. People are constantly making wallpapers. I like this one because my machine does have an AMD Ryzen in it. It's a Ryzen 5 1400 quad-core CPU at 3.2 gigahertz, and it can be overclocked to 3.8. But I never got to do the unboxing because I was so excited. I wanted to get it set up and get rid of the laptop. Now, the funny thing is everybody in my house has a Hewlett-Packard product. My laptop that I gave to my stepson is a Hewlett-Packard. My wife has a Hewlett-Packard all-in-one desktop that I spoke about a little bit earlier. And then I've got a Hewlett-Packard Omen desktop, and we also have a Hewlett-Packard printer. Everything is Hewlett-Packard. Hewlett-Packard. But that's fine as long as it has the specs I'm looking for. I'm good. Now, when I started to customize a build for my desktop PC, I did want the AMD Ryzen 5. It was a bonus that the PC that they had at this rent-a-center had the Ryzen 5. It also came with an AMD Radeon RX 550 2 gig, which, when I'm able to, I'm going to upgrade to the 4 gig version of the 550. I was thinking about getting the 580, but that looks kind of big, and looking inside, I think it might be a little physically too large to go into my tower, because it might hit the RAM sticks. I'm not sure. But I did upgrade this. It had 8 gigs of memory. It now has 16. I have 2 slots for 2 more 8 gig sticks, which would max it out at 32 gig, which I'm going to do 1 stick at a time. But soon to follow, I'm going to do a video using my Samsung Galaxy J7 perks to show you what's inside the tower, to show you the monitor itself. It's a beautiful monitor. The only thing I don't like about my monitor is the speakers are awful. So I've got a little system set up right now. I have a Sony mini hi-fi component system sitting on my desk, and it does have an option for PC in, which basically means I can plug a cord into the headphones and then run it up and plug it into the PC in jack slot there, and all the audio from the PC comes through these speakers, which I have 2 normal speakers and 1 subwoofer, which I actually have to turn all these things on, because right now the subwoofer is completely off. And so I wasn't too displeased completely with the monitor's lack of audio clarity. I mean, you could have it completely 100% full volume and it sounds very tinny, it sounds like crap, it's not going to win any audio awards. So I've got it hooked up and all the audio is going into my stereo as output, which makes up for that. I've also got my webcam and the backlit gaming keyboard that I got from Eagle Tech, which I will show in the video, and then I will disconnect everything from the tower, and I will show you how easy this tower is to open, how easily accessible it is. It doesn't require a lot of tools. I also want to put some more hard drives in here, more RAM, change up the video card, and I think that's pretty much about all I want to do with it. But like I've stated in previous videos, going from a laptop to this is a stellar improvement. Because my laptop only had like 128 megabytes of dedicated RAM, and then it was pulling up to 4 gig of RAM from shared memory out of that 8 gig of system RAM. No. A lot of games want dedicated memory, not shared. It just doesn't work out. So moving up to a video card, or a system with a video card that has 2 gigs of dedicated RAM, is a stellar improvement in my book. But we'll get back to you shortly with more of this video, showing you my system as it is now, and also doing a brief little tutorial on the Infinity Wiimote trainer with the new update that has the new UI and everything that's all been changed, and show you how it works and how to use it properly with the new update. See you in a little bit. So here's my current setup. Like there's my keyboard, there's the monitor with the Logitech webcam up there, which there's not a whole lot of light in here, so you really can't see it, but I get in close. There's a speaker on this side, there's another speaker on this side. It's a 1080p webcam, which is really nice. It's one of the things I had to get. Then of course the monitor and this beautiful blue backlit keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard, aluminum, anti-ghosting, and it's made by Eagle Tech, which was shipped to me from Challenger USA via Amazon.com. You can come in here with your FN key here, and you can dim the lights down to off, or you can take them all the way up. If you hold the FN key and you hit the scroll key, ooh, it turns off. You turn them back on. If you hit the home key while pressing the FN key, it'll breathe, which I thought was really nice. And you just hit the home key again and it turns the breathing effect off. Down here is the actual Omen. It's lit up red. And it's got a DVD drive hidden away here, which comes out its side mount, which I'm not too thrilled with the vertical aspect of a DVD drive. I prefer horizontal, but I really can't complain because I do have one. And this little door closes back up, and there you go, it's hidden away. It's not bad. It's a nice little mid tower. I have a little cable here which runs up. It's all bent, goes back behind the monitor stand there, and comes out and hooks up here. This is my Sony stereo. It's 540 watts. It's got a dock for an iPod. Of course, a much older iPod. It won't work with the iPod I used to have. It's got a little mechanism here where I can lock it so the dock won't close. But 540 watts, that's nice. And there's the subwoofer with the 2 other speakers down below it. Puts out a lot of good sound. You can also come up here, turn the subwoofer on and off, and you'll see it on the display. Subwoofer is on. You also have DSGX you can turn on, which amplifies all the sounds coming from the 2 smaller speakers, plus the subwoofer kicks in and gives you that boom, 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 boom. But I usually leave them off because we do have neighbors below us and above us. And I think the ones below us will get a lot more of it than they want to get. So yeah, but it's a good little system. And the next video, I'm going to have the tower disconnected from everything and set it up on the dining room table so I can show you what's inside the beast. Okay, we got sunlight here. Hold on. Need a little bit more light. There's the front end. It's got intakes right there. The awesome Omen logo. It all lights up. Lights come out of there. Light comes out of there. And also it's got all these nice little slots right there. All the way back. On both sides. Slotted. And this is done for maximum airflow. Maximum air intake. And there's our little DVD drive slot right there. It's all done up with this faux carbon fiber look with the Omen, and you can feel those letters. It's got the carbon fiber look. She's a little dusty. That's another reason why I wanted to bring it out, so I can clean it up. Make sure we don't have a buttload of dust gathering up. You can put your hand here to carry. On other models of this case, this opens up and you've got 2 bays for hard drives inside, but this one does not. That's one piece, doesn't open. Got your headphone jack, microphone. This is the IR receiver for my Logitech mouse, which is wireless. Another USB there, and these are USB Type C's, I believe. And then there's my media card reader. On the back, yeah, it's your standard fill. No big deal. Yada, yada, yada. The standard stuff. Got 4 USBs in the back. And no, that might be 6, actually. 2 there. I'm not sure. I think those are 2.0, and that might be 3.0. Or the other way around. Not too sure. Alright, here's the fun part. Take this lever. Wrong way. Unlocked. Press down. Boom. Case just pops open. And then remove the case cover, which also has vents right there for airflow. Now, we're going to lay this down. Nice and sleazy easy. Alright. So here's my little 1 terabyte hard drive. This looks like a power cable for the other one, but I don't see another data transfer cable sitting around, so probably gonna have to run another one. But there's room for another hard drive there, and apparently room for 2 more hard drives right there. Back behind this metal plate here is the DVD drive behind that wall there. There's my 2 sticks of 8 gig RAM for a total of 16. When I originally got it, it only had 1 8 gig stick. Now it has 2. There's my AMD Ryzen hidden underneath this freaking fan. There's my video card, which with its fan, which I thought was kind of, I don't know. When I opened it up, I was expecting something different. Now, the 4 gig 550 looks completely different from this. The whole video card seems to be enclosed in a case. So, yeah, but we got lots of fans in here. We've got a 120 millimeter fan right there at the front. which is pulling air in through these. We've got a 120 millimeter fan at the back, blowing air out. Obviously the PSU has its own built-in fan. You've got a fan on the GPU, and obviously we've got a fan on the CPU. Now, the AMD Ryzen 5 were good with air cooling. If I stepped up to the Ryzen 7, I would have to start investing in liquid cooling. But cable management is not too bad in here. There's still a lot of space. I think maybe a 580 video card would fit in here. Looks like I've only got one PCI slot, which the video card has. I'm not too sure. I think this is an HP motherboard. I looked it up. It's rather small, compact, but it does the job. But I do believe I can get 2 more hard drives. I would just have to get more power and more SATA transfer cables for data, and figure out where they all need to be going. And I believe all that connection stuff in there is for the media reader card. Now, when I got this, the original computer I was looking to get, I would have had to have bought a Bluetooth adapter. I would have had to have bought an internal Wi-Fi card. I would have had to have bought an external DVD drive. I would have had to have bought an external media card reader. But this one came with pretty much everything I wanted already built in. This runs on Wi-Fi. It also has built-in Bluetooth. It's ready to go. I use my Xbox One controller with this all the time. It's got the built-in media reader, the DVD. The only thing I had to buy, of course, was my keyboard and my webcam, and of course my video editing software. But this is how it's set up. We have extra slots for other stuff, but I don't really see where things will connect except for this spot down here. This one, it goes across to that. Not sure what would go there, but it's pretty clean on the inside. I do like to disconnect everything and bring the tower out here to just make sure it's dust free still, because we do have a lot of dust in this apartment. So I do like to make sure the fans and everything are all clear, the airflow, the vents, make sure they're clear and free of dust. Same with these up here. Yep, but that's pretty much, that's my rig right now. I'll be changing that out to a 4 gig at some point in time, and I'll be adding 2 more sticks of 8 gig DDR4 at 2400 megahertz. And these are Hynix memory cards, by the way, just in case you're wondering. They come 5-star rated. They're not Corsair or any of the other ones that look really cool, but they are 2400 megahertz, and that's pretty good. 5-star rated, I can't complain. So there's my system. Oh, and as you can also see, I might want to point this out before I close the video. These little tabs, boom. Hard drive bay, easy in and out. Make sure you line them back up. Boom, and they lock back in, like so. Not bad. Same with this one, but it looks like I can put 3 more hard drives in here. So it's a nice system. It's upgradable. Worst comes to worst, I can always get a new tower and a new everything. But for now, this is just excellent. I'm not even sure how much this PSU is putting out. Wasn't paying any attention to that stuff, but it works for what I've got, so I can't complain. So until the next time, peace.